God is good
all the time.
all the time.
God is good.
Welcome to Asian Wisdom.
Yes, thank you.
Matters.
Yes.
My name is Kehan.
Yes.
Karibu our guest.
Yes.
After you came the other time,
Yes.
someone requested that you come again.
Yes.
And we really appreciate.
Yes.
Kindly introduce yourself to our viewers.
Okay.
Yes.
I am very happy for this chance once again. That from the previous topic that we discussed, we had some follow-up that people are reaching out, and I am happy to be back here again. Maybe I can remind our viewers. My name is Philip Mushiri, and I am happy to be here once again. Our Asian Wisdom Money Matters.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The other time you really inspired people.
Yes.
And there was one of our viewers,
Yes.
who wanted us to talk about a topic,
Yes.
which I would like us to learn together.
Yes.
The mistake that people make when they are taking a loan.
Yes.
When I go to a bank,
Yes.
or when I go to a circle,
Yes.
or I go to an independent giver of loans, what mistake do I make?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Now, this is a good, I think we are in an era where people are taking a lot of loans that sometimes through that they can make several mistakes that end up enslaving them to actually become, they are enslaved to become the slaves of the road that they take. And therefore, it is good for us to look at the various mistakes that people may take, so that by our viewers going through those mistakes, they can avoid falling victim of the same.
Okay.
And maybe you look at around 10 mistakes that people make, and from there our viewers can actually make or learn from those decisions. One, we say not reading in details the loan type and the applicable terms and conditions. You are going to pick a loan from a bank or a circle, and they normally give you an application form, or you are even picking a loan from a mobile app. There are so many apps that keep on enticing you with a good language, that they are offering this, it is instant, but you fail to read the terms and conditions. That is when you end up in your second year paying this loan, you realize, could these people are charging so high when you are, for example, when you are doing a late repayment. Could these people had some hidden processing fee, which other bank or origination fees. Could these people, even after paying the final repayment, there are other things that you are supposed to consider, like telling them when they are supposed to stop doing some deductions in your account. So that is one mistake. You should ensure that you read all the application forms, that's where reading the terms and conditions. Number two, settling for Asom type of loans. Asom, the
USSD one.
Yes, it is very cheap. It is instant. It doesn't even require you to go to any bank. But remember, cheap is expensive. Cheap is expensive.
Yes.
So people failing to go to do shopping around. We advocate that when we want to borrow some money, even if it's just one, the household fund, the one for the government, you should ensure that you read fully and understand, and also check around, shop around to compare. Whoever you have settled on could be worse than any other person that you could be looking at. The way people shop around for shoes, for clothes, for various things, rather than other items like TV gadgets, that is the same way they should even shop for loans. And number three, taking out a longer loan than necessary. Sometimes this can come in form of mortgage and also other long-term loans. That sometimes is a mistake, because you want to do that because you want a cheap repayment. Probably it is a loan that you ought to have been paying 20k,
Yes.
but you don't want to suffer.
Yes.
So what you end up doing is just taking a cheap one
Yes.
that is going to be requiring every month you pay 5,000. But you end up paying that for years. You are also attracting a risk where the rate of interest. Remember, central bank normally keep on changing sometimes the loan according to the economic factors, the macroeconomic factors that affect the interest rate. And if, for example, it is based on flotation,
Yes.
and your bank tells you now they were charging you 10%, now it is 12. So somebody who took a loan of 10 years
Yes.
will suffer more than somebody who just paid that one with 5 years. So
the payment period
should be shorter.
Okay.
Should be shorter. You should, as much as possible, try to ensure that it is shorter.
Okay.
And the other point,
Yes.
the other point is failure to fight your liquidity challenges. You know why people end up especially taking the short-term loans?
Yes.
Is because they are fighting some liquidity challenges. Somebody want to buy a good phone. Maybe the other one was stolen by thieves along Gara in Nairobi.
Yes.
Others, we have other streets.
Yes.
And they need that. So you just want to solve that problem. Even growth.
Yes.
Maybe you want just to go, it is a wedding, and you want to solve that one. Even that, you know, there are some people, because you have just been employed, you want to buy that. I think you buy because ni mafuta, you know, they put it that it is mafuta, ati unadhani zitaisha. So you want to buy it early, but these are things that are worth waiting.
Yes.
So when we clarify that point that you are supposed to fight your liquidity challenges,
yes.
We normally say that your salary should at least fight your this month's salary should take you to the next one.
Yes.
That means that at least you should not empty all your salary like a balloon.
So you should say not paycheck to paycheck.
Paycheck to pay, at least even if it is 5,000 you are remained. In other words, people should ensure they fight their liquidity by ensuring they have some cash. That is why things like emergency fund exist.
Yes.
So that you have some money set aside to take care of your short-term problems that come around.
Okay.
So it is good to ensure you are also fighting your liquidity to avoid you going for small loans that are very, very expensive.
Okay.
The short-term loans are normally very expensive. One, because they don't need security. They are also a risk venture to the owners of those projects because many people tend to default. That is why it's also not the best. So people work and fight your liquidity, ensure that you are liquid enough to avoid you going for these loans. The other point
in the liquidity.
Yes.
I'd like us to also to ask ourselves if insurance is a factor.
Insurance is a factor
When you're taking loan.
When taking loan.
Yes.
Yeah, you can consider insurance, but remember the consideration of the consideration of insurance is mostly to the lender.
Yes.
Because the lender, whoever that operates the loan should ensure that he takes care of the accident. Some people who take that loan can that they may die. If it is a mortgage, whoever who is the lender of the mortgage takes care of the in case they die while repaying the loan. And also because the other bit of the insurance, you know, the risk is on the lender, not basically on the borrower. Okay. Mostly it falls on the lender. That is the person who should ensure that he or she have adequate insurance to take care of their borrowers. Okay. Yes. Otherwise, in terms of the mistake, the other mistake that these people may take, and we want them to see this mistake, is overlooking fees and penalties. Overlooking fees and penalties. You say, because they are telling you, no, we just charge you 5%.
Yes.
5%. And then you don't question, what about application fees? What about late repayment fees? What about processing fee? Some people just tend to ignore that. But when they are in their first year of payment, probably they request for a loan statement. They realize that too much money have been taken up actually by the lender. So it is good. Some people make this mistake when they don't ask, because they should ask the lender, give me all the type of penalties that I can be subjected to. Give me all the fees that you will charge me for this loan. That is very key. Yes. And the other point that is also very crucial, taking up loans to start a business. Okay. That one, Mr. Ishit Wisdom, I call it a mistake. How do you take up a loan to start a business?
Okay.
You know why I say it's a mistake?
Yeah.
A business startup normally have a lot of challenges, because this is a business that have no experience in the market. They are not sure. They could have done feasibility study and the like. A loan, if it's a loan for a business, is supposed to be taken for a continuing business, just to proceed a business that is ongoing. So that, remember, there are a lot of interest, there are a lot of bills that you pay. So when you are starting up a loan, when you are starting up a business, you should use savings.
Yes.
Not a loan. That is what I advocate for. Even if it's a small business, please save so that you can have a business in the future. Otherwise, if at all you have to start a business with a loan, then you need to have done a lot of research and have done a lot of feasibility study for you to ensure that you will not fail. Otherwise, you can still opt for that, but it's not the best choice. The best choice is to start a business with some savings.
Okay.
That is, I hope that one is clear.
So saving is a must?
Yes. Okay. Saving is a must. Although I would come here to request for another topic, where we don't tell people to save notoriously. I was in my TikTok account talking about saving some notorious savers who really save, or even some of us who do some personal finance advising people that they should save all their money. You should save with a purpose. You should also ensure that you are saving moderately and also leaving some cash to have some good life. You have some musicians singing about life is just this one. Others, and you know why they say that they just try to say in another language that somebody should enjoy life when they have time. They should take their children to some picnic, their wives buy them, but at the same time, save for their old age, save for their future, save for this business we are talking about.
Okay.
Now, the other point, another point here is reading everything you sign and requesting for a copy. Some people just sign and they fail to read. That is a mistake. You know the way people are happy to get the loan. Yes. So they end up signing everything and they fail to even request for a copy of whatever they sign. I advise people that when you have been brought all the documents together with you and you sign, just request the officer, please give me a copy of whatever I have signed, just to keep in touch, so that in my second year, my fourth year, if I forgot that you told me the interest is 12%, I will be able to remember and relate. That is another thing. I am retaining some copies. And the other point, I think this one I have said it, but I can iterate. Taking loans to solve small matters that are worth waiting. The way we are saying, you just wanted to buy some household items that would have waited. A student, probably a guy who have just been employed, you feel that you are suffering, or you feel your salary now will be coming, and you take a loan
to buy a TV.
To buy a TV, surely. About the screen. Surely, it is worth waiting.
Yeah.
Yes, you can have whatever you have, a small one, the ancient one. You have the ancient TV that has some type of a back that is so also be. So it is worth wait. You can still use that one and wait.
Okay.
You see, that is another mistake that people make. And the other last one, using the wrong amount for other purposes other than the specific reason for which you took the loan. You know, deviating purpose. You took a loan to buy land. You took a loan to continue or add some stocks to your business. Then your wife, because you have just learned that you have some million have landed in your account, just realized that the last time she did some blow dry or some makeup 2 years ago, and she started making noise, and she needs some 10,000. It is just 10. You mean with a million you can't just give me 10? So what do? You just give her 10, and you are left with 999.99. So and then your children start saying you don't love them, you have never taken them to, because now again remember probably you are waiting for your stock to come. You are requesting some stock from Mombasa. So you are still waiting. So your children, because they know you took some loan, they also start complaining. You utilize 20,000. You realize there are some innovations that you have not done, and you start. That deviating purpose of a loan is a mistake that a lot of people have been making, and they end up crying. Their security have been taken, the one they took to the bank. So I advocate that people should first of all save enough, save moderately, so that they have money to do some those other things. And when you are taking the loan, ensure that you are doing the necessary research. You are also reading carefully, and also take it to the right lenders.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming.
Yes.
Also remember ability to pay. Don't take a loan if you are not able to pay.
Yes, credit worthiness.
Yes.
Sure.
Very important.
Yes.
If people want to learn from me.
Yes.
About how to take a loan.
Yes.
Maybe some people think that just taking a loan because it's available is the most important.
Yes.
That can be for you.
Okay, because of some, I would call it a business consultant or basically an insurance, right? Because that is, I am an insurance consultant.
Yes.
But in case somebody would like me to discuss further, or probably have something they would like to reach out to me, you can actually do that through my phone number. It is 0712 884439. You can also get me through my Facebook page, Philip Mushiri. You can also get me. I normally provide some lessons at my TikTok account that goes by a name at P-Mushiri254. At P-Mushiri254. I'm also on YouTube with some inspiration content. Philip Mushiri.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I would like also to ask before you exit.
Yes.
Can I take a loan if I have an insurance product?
If you have
insurance product,
if you
as
have
a security,
you have
I have an insurance product.
Yes,
Can I use it as a security for my?
If you have a life product, because that is where I fall in. If you have a life insurance product, if it attains cash value, that happens after the third year. Then you can use that as a security in a bank. It is now recognized. But it is a recognizable instrument asset. It is recognized as an asset, and you can actually use it to utilize. Also, it takes a bit of time because first of all, the policy have to be up to date. The insurance have now to surrender because assignment have to be done. So there is normally that process. But anybody with such a security that they want to use life policy to take a loan in a bank, they can reach out to me for some advices.
Oh,
yes,
that's very good.
Yes,
God is good
all the time.
All the time,
God is good.
You say welcome to Wishes Wisdom.
Yes,
they like, they share.
Yes,
when you get the content.
Yes,
and your safety net matters.
Yes, and they subscribe to the channel.
Thank you.
Yeah,
well done.